Hi, Dr. Paul Haider here, Master Herbalist. Well, what do you think these are? They're orange, they're little round things, and no real smell to them. Crunchy, not too much flavor this way. No, these are lentils. These are the orange or red variety, and these are amazing. And they go back a long, long time, and they're one of the great foods that's been talked about for thousands of years, and full of fiber, full of protein, simple carbs, great with other veggies. They make a complete meal. Well, you get all your essential elements that you need as far as proteins and carbohydrates and on and on. Really important. Also, they were grown all over the world, in Europe and Asia, Iran, Ethiopia, Africa, the U.S., South America. There's no place that doesn't grow, really, except maybe the Antarctic. They go back 13,000 years. In fact, lentils were talked about in biblical times, and they were blessed by Jesus and Mohammed. And in fact, one of the first baby foods around in the world was made in Ethiopia with lentils. Pretty amazing. And because they have 18 essential proteins or amino acids in it, it's a pretty full spectrum food. It's one of the best foods on planet Earth. There's no doubt about it. It's considered one of the most important biblical foods, and that's very interesting. They're high in protein, about 36% protein, and that's pretty amazing. And it creates lean muscle mass. If you're an athlete and you want to recover faster, you want to do a whole foods plant-based diet, and you can go to my website, paulhaider.com, and click on my diet and follow that, and you will be feeling great. In fact, I had a man call me last week. He had inflammatory nodules in his lungs, and the doctors didn't know what to do. Asked him if he would like to try my diet, and he did. I got a text from him today and saying, I've been checked out, and these nodules are going away. Wow, pretty amazing. Also, the lentils help with balancing our hormones and hormone production, and they have a lot of resistant starch in them, which is great for building up our probiotics. Resistant starch like in green bananas, which are cooked, and plantains, which are cooked, and yucca and tapioca root and different things. Also, we have in the lentils about 65%, and these are certain starches that can't be broken down for us to use, but the good bacteria can use them. And they provide immunity in our body. So, keep feeding those good bacteria. Also, Journal American Dietetic Association found that 8% of adults don't eat enough beans or lentils or in their diet. So eat more beans, eat more lentils. And lentils are so easy to cook. These are split lentils. They're cut in half. These only take about 10-15 minutes to cook. They take no time at all. And they do an amazing job. They alkalize the body. Wow. Everybody knows you got to alkalize the body. We're an alkaline body being, not like dogs, cats, lions. They're acid-based beings. We are alkaline. And when we get too acid, that leads us to disease, or dis-ease. And we need to stay alkaline as much as possible. So, eat your lentils. It's great for, lentils are great for stabilizing our mood, and stabilizing our energy. Also helps with diabetes, insulin resistance, and hypoglycemia. There's only a couple things that have more protein than these little jewels and nuggets here. They're soybeans and hemp. which have a little more protein, but not much really. And they're full of fiber, which helps to stabilize our blood sugar and help us with anemia because they have a lot of iron. And one of the things that we really need is bioavailable iron. And we get that from good old lentils. You know, lentils are cheap. That's one of the cheapest things that you can find around. And just go to your health food store, buy some organic lentils, and cook them up. Oh, my mom used to make a great curried lentils, really wonderful. And in fact, I carry on the tradition. Really good stuff. And it helps to slowly release energy into the body, lentils do. So you have the sustained energy that keeps you going. And you feel full with them, and you feel that's the state or the feeling of fullness for a long period of time. So you don't like, oh, I'm hungry again, you know. Nope, doesn't happen with lentils. Also, it found that with research, I found that when people eat lentils, it reduces their chances of having heart attacks, strokes, and that type of thing, cardiovascular problems, and atherosclerosis by 82%. Is that amazing or what? 82%. Wow. And those, it helps to reduce cholesterol. That fiber in there, the soluble fiber, helps to reduce cholesterol by at least 8 to 12%. That's amazing too. And also, they're pretty low in calories. A cup of lentils, which is a lot, of dried lentils is only 230 calories, so that's very little, and helps to make us feel full because they have a lot of fiber, and we just don't eat as much because we just do feel full. It also helps with IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome, and diverticulitis, and it also helps with, like I said, colon health. If you have problems with your colon and you want to prevent colon cancer, then you want to eat a lot of lentils, that's for sure. And it helps to prevent that stroke and heart disease in amazing amounts. I think it's one of the most important aspects of lentils. And I think that's why it's so revered around the world. You know, every culture seems to eat lentils in some way. And like oats, they have a lot of soluble fiber, which helps to clean up the fats or the cholesterol deposits in our arteries. So if you have an unhealthy heart, you have coronary arteries which are full of cholesterol, you want to eat some lentils. There's no doubt about it. Lentils are also contain a huge amount of B vitamins, which help with inflammation. It also helps with good mood and vitality. It also helps with the homocysteine levels to get that inflammation down. Also has a huge amount of magnesium in it. And most people are deficient in magnesium, but these have a lot. And magnesium is important for enzyme processes in our body. And if we don't have enough magnesium, you're not going to feel good. There's no doubt about it. So if you try to get in, and it's a relaxing agent also. So if you eat more magnesium-rich foods, you're going to feel more soothed and relaxed. Also, lowers blood pressure and helps with cardiovascular problems, and it helps to lower the incidence of heart attacks. And the George Machian Foundation found that lentils are one of the healthiest foods on the planet. What do you know? They boost up our immune system, and they prevent all kinds of problems, even arthritis and GI distress and GI problems in general because of all that fiber. We don't get constipated, we don't have upsets, we don't have a lot of inflammation going on because they're anti-inflammatory in our GI tract. It's also a great detoxing agent for the body, so that's really important. And it's an anti-aging food because it has a lot of antioxidants in it. And I think it's really super important because it contains lots of molybdenum, about 200 times of our daily amount that we need. And this helps to prevent cancer. And in this day and age, we have, about 3 out of 5 people are going to come down with cancer. And if you can eat some lentils and prevent that, that's really important. Really, really. Also, weight loss. I was just talking to a man today. He called me. He weighs 450 pounds. 450 pounds. I asked him if he would go on my diet. He had thyroid issues and autoimmune disease, and we get him on this road like the other man with these nodules in his lungs, and we can get this cleared up. There's no doubt about it. And I hope he will sustain it and keep moving forward. Like I said, it helps with blood sugar levels. A good source of folic acid, really important for, pregnancy and a healthy fetus. There's lots of tryptophan, which helps us get a good night's rest. Lots of phosphorus for strong bones. The Fernando Wolda Hospital in Paris found that it had lots of vitamins and minerals and helps us to have optimal brain health. So if you want to be able to think straight, eat your lentils. There's no doubt about it. Potassium for cardiovascular health and water regulation. Iron and copper for anemia. And they're fat-free. What more can you ask? I mean, it's really amazing stuff. And also, University of Illinois did a study showing that it contains agents that help to prevent and kill cancer cells. Wow. And it's a complete food in every way. If you add in like brown rice with lentils and then have some veggies with it, boy, you got a great meal. That's why a lot of people in the world are sustained on lentils. Ethiopia, Africa, a lot of different places don't have a lot of resources. Lentils are their mainstay. Also, it has 18 different amino acids. Wow, that's a lot. A lot of different foods don't have that many. And they come in a lot of different colors. You have the red, the yellow, the orange, the green, the brown, the light tan, the black. A lot of different colored lentils. The black ones are really nice too. I love those too. Lots of great ways to cook them. Make soups and stews and casseroles. In fact, I'm making a lentil loaf today. And also sprouting them. I have my sprouting jar with a little screen on one side, and put some whole lentils inside the jar. Get them wet. Take all the water out, and just so they're wet, and put them in the window so they get a little warmth from the sun. A couple days, you got sprouted lentils. And every day, put a little, take them, change a little bit of water on them, and a couple days, you got sprouted lentils, and they are wonderful. And that's another way you can get a raw food into your diet too. So another wonderful food that will do your body good, and I really feel that eating legumes is super important for our health. Most people don't eat enough lentils or beans in general. And this is one bean you don't really have to pressure cook, or you don't have to cook for a long period of time. I mean, there's no reason for, having to cook them for 3 minutes and then come back and cook them for an hour, or pressure cooking them for 30 or 40 minutes. This is 15, 20 minutes at the most. And they really do your body good. Every culture has a recipe for lentils, and look those up. Just type in Google lentil recipes. Now, a billion will come up. There's no doubt about that. And you'll be in seventh heaven. In fact, I know a lady from Lebanon over here that sells products on the road, and she sells all kinds of different things. And one of her favorite things that she makes, which I enjoy, is her lentil soup too. And so try some lentils. Enjoy the savoriness, the quick and easy preparation. Try different recipes, and make sure that you get lots of veggies into your diet. We now know with autoimmune disease and leaky gut disease, which are hand in hand, if we are eating a lot of fruits and veggies and some grains and allowing ourselves to stay away from all this processed food and allowing ourselves to stay away from all chemicals in our foods, which is in most regular food, and eating organic, we can really live a long, healthy life. Together with lowering our stress and learning meditation. Stress is a big killer. My dad died of a stress heart attack at 57. So you don't need to go down that road. And I didn't want to go there either. So allow yourself to eat some lentils, eat well, follow my diet at paulhaider.com, and please subscribe. If you want to get a hold of me, all my consultations are free, and I would love to talk to you. My phone number is down below, my email, my Skype address is down below. You can also get me on Facebook under Dr. Paul Haider, Dr. Paul Haider, and I would love to hear from you and help you in any way, shape, or form, and make sure that you eat your lentils. That's one of the most important things. And if you care to make a donation, that is greatly, greatly appreciated. And remember, most of all, above everything else, I love you.